Good afternoon, everyone. You've got a nervous cat dad today. This is Spokane Steve, and it's time for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. We move on to May the 20th on the schedule today. It's the Chicago Cubs at the Atlanta Braves. Hello there, Kenyon. Hi, Mike. Hello, Bob. Greetings, Kelly, and hello to Franklin. Yeah, Mookie's wearing the cone of shame. He was neutered this morning. And of course, my anxiety is off the charts. So, cut me some slack today. He's fine, but he's already pulled out of the cone twice, but not recently. I think I finally got it to stay on. Oh, boy. Okay. We got two good left-handers on the mound for this one. The first of a 4-game set between these two ball clubs. Ken Holtzman for the Cubs and Denny LeMaster for the Braves. Both 3.79, 3.74, similar ERAs in the real life season. The replay, however, these guys have both been fantastic. Holtzman's made 4 starts, completed 2 of them. He's 3-1. Leads the team in ERA at 2.16 in 33 1/3 innings of work. LeMaster, been almost as good. 7 starts, 2 complete games, including a shutout, 3-2, with a 2.58 earned run average in 52 1/3 innings of work. Yeah, they say you probably sleep when he got home, but he's just been walking around trying to get out of the cone of shame. I know they have those inflatable ones, which are supposed to be more comfortable. I may go this afternoon and try to get him a better cone. Outstanding, Bob. And yeah, it isn't that hard, is it? And you'll get faster at it as you go. I was pretty slow my first few games. Game 3, that's right, it is game 300. I was going to bring that up. That reminds me of something else I was going to bring up. There was a minor transaction on the May the 20th. The Cincinnati Reds sent Jerry Arrigo to the Mets for a player to be named later and cash. So I already made that trade on my computer and in the card, so I don't forget. So Jerry Arrigo, much needed left-handed relief help for the Mets. Okay, as LeMaster gets tuned up here, let's give you the Cubs starting lineup. Adolfo Phillips will lead it off in center field. Glenn Beckert, the second baseman, in the 2 spot. Billy Williams hits third and right field, with Ron Santo at third base batting cleanup. Mr. Cub Ernie Banks at first base in the 5 spot. Byron Brown will be in left, hitting 6th. Randy Hundley, the catcher, bats 7th. Don Kessinger at short hits 8th. And Holtzman, the pitcher, 9th. And hello, Mike. Michael K. Got 2 mics here. And there's Frank. Hello, Frank. The perfect 300. Oh, right. We ain't bowling. Well, it used to be that 300 was the magic number for wins for a pitcher, but those days are over, aren't they? And hello, Rick. And yeah, it's the thing to do. I wasn't thrilled about it. I mean, I sure as hell wouldn't want it done to me, but it had to be done. Braves have Torrey catching, Felipe Alou at first base. Sandy Alomar gets the start at second, Woody Woodward at short, Dennis Menke down at third against the left-hander. Matthews gets the day off. Outfield left to right is Carty, Jones, and Aaron. That's Mac Jones, of course. Here we go. The umpire says play ball. LeMaster's ready to work. Adolfo Phillips steps into the box. Right-handed batter. Hitting .284 on the season. 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, 16 runs scored. Lemaster gets the sign from Torrey, and here we go with a 4-6 right-handed. He walks him. Lead-off walk to Phillips. Not a good idea. He's got speed to burn. Let's check the Braves' battery now. Lemaster a -1 hold. Torrey a 0. That would make Phillips a 16. He'll be held on, of course, making him a 14 as Glenn Beckert comes to bat. Beckert hitting .339 on the year. No homers, 9 RBIs. And at 14, Phillips is going to try for that lead, 3-7. 11, he does not get it. And here's the pitch to Beckert. That's a 4-7 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lemaster fans Beckert 1 away. And the batter will be Billy Williams. Billy comes into the game at .295, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs. The 6 home runs leads the ball club. Ron Santo is second with 5. Left on left, Lemaster from the stretch. The pitch to Billy's a 3-2. It's a foul ball right side. Alou will take it. And there's 2 down. That'll bring up Ron Santo. Santo leading the club in hitting at a robust .359, 5 homers, and a team-leading 27 runs batted in, which would also place him among the league leaders in that category. Lemaster set now. Here's the pitch to Santo. It's a 1-12 grounder to short. Woodward has it, throws across to Alou to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a man left. After half an inning of play, it's Chicago 0, Atlanta coming to bat. Cubs come in 13-16, and they've been hot of late. They lost 10 of their first 11 games, remember. So 1-10, they've been 12-6 since that time. Braves, rather disappointing 15-20 so far. Still plenty of time to right the ship. And as Holtzman gets loose, let's give you the Atlanta lineup. Felipe Alou at first base in the leadoff spot. Woody Woodward, the shortstop, hit second. Hank Aaron in right field in the customary number 3 spot. Joe Torre will catch and hit cleanup. Rico Cardi is in left, hitting 5th. Dennis Menke, the third baseman, hit 6th. Mac Jones in center, 7th. Sandy Alomar, computer-only card, at second base. And Lemaster, the pitcher, 9th. In fact, let me pull up that Alomar card, because this one is really difficult to read. I may have to refer to my screen on that one. All right, Holtzman's ready to work. Felipe Alou will get things started here. Big round of applause from the home fans as Alou steps to the plate, hitting .331 on the season. 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. It's noteworthy that Alou also has 9 doubles and a league-leading 7 triples. So if you're looking for the daily triple, put your money on Felipe Alou. Holtzman into the windup. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6-6 right-handed. It's a double to 17. That's going to be down for extra bases. Alou chugs into second with a stand-up double. Leadoff double for Alou. I hear that, Ben, and greetings. Let's see. I probably already said greetings, right? That would be interesting to check out here. Let's go to the league stats here for a moment. Slugging percentage, he is 7th in the league with a .558. Willie Mays leads at .653. Jimmy Wynn second at .621. Here's Woody now. Woodward hitting .267. No homers with 14 RBIs. Holtzman, a glance at the runner. Now comes to the plate, 6'5", right-handed. That is a high fly ball. That's going to be a single. Woodward a weak against lefties. Homer to 15, in this case single to 15. In any case, the two-star single, plenty good enough to score a Lou, and the Braves take a 1-0 lead. So Woodward with the RBI, not a threat to steal. That's right, I should have mentioned the pre-play. Frank's pre-play had the Braves 6-1. All the runs on homers. And hello, Mike, welcome. 1-0 Braves, runner at first, nobody out, and here's Henry Aaron. Aaron batting just .215, but with a dozen home runs, tied with Mays for the league lead, and a team leading 29 RBI, is also among the league leaders. Holtzman staring in now from the stretch. The pitch to Aaron is a 5-4 right-handed. That's catcher's card X. That's going to be for Hundley. Hundley, a fine defensive catcher, 2E6, and here's the result of the play on a 16. It's a pass ball and foul out. Pass ball 2X. The pass ball charge to Hundley. That allows Woodward to take second, and then Aaron promptly pops out to the catcher. Runner on second, 1 out, and Joe Torre will be the hitter. Torre hitting .325, 4 home runs, 27 RBIs. The Braves, one of the best scoring teams in the league, .258, 38 home runs as a team in 35 games. Here's Torre now. Holtzman comes in there with a .27, and he walks him. So Holtzman in all kinds of trouble right off the bat here in the first inning. Not out of the woods yet, as here comes Rico Cardi, the leading hitter on the Braves at .375. 4 homers, a dozen RBIs, just 33 for 88. Cardi has not played full-time, of course. But against Holtzman, he's in left field today. First and second, 1 down. Holtzman checks the runner. The pitch to Cardi, a 2-5, triple to 2 on a 5. That's a 2-star single. Woodward scores. Torre chugging into third. How about that? The blazing speed of Joe Torre goes first to third. And it's 2-0 Braves. And with that, Randy Hundley is going to make a visit to the mound. And welcome to Jeffrey. Boy, we got a huge crowd here today. Holy cow, and Jeffrey had a wild one there. 20 runs for Milwaukee. Franklin, you're doing your own burgers today, huh? You didn't trust the concession stand in Atlanta, I guess. And a welcome to Ken. Okay, Menke's the hitter now. Menke .290, 4 homers, 16 RBIs. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Let's do what I always do. Let's check Menke's ground ball A's here. 6, 11, 12. He's about average. They're going to play back early going. Hope for the ground ball. Holtzman from the stretch. That's a 5-4 righty. That's catcher's card X. That's Hundley again. 2E6. Here's the play. On a 2, it's a pop out. No advancement. How about that? That's a big out. If you had a pass ball or a wild pitch and pop out, that would have scored a run. But as it is, there's 2 down. And it's up to Mac Jones. Jones didn't play much in the early part of the year. He is just 2 for 14 on the season. One of those hits a home run, however. Left on left. Holtzman with the delivery to Jones on a 3-2. It's a slow roller to first. Banks will take it himself, and that will retire the side. The Braves plate 2 on 3 hits and leave a pair. After 1 inning of play, Atlanta leads it 2-0. Denny LeMaster now getting loose for the second. Banks, Brown, and Hundley due for the Cubs. Ernie Banks, right-handed hitter, hitting .215 so far. 2 home runs, a dozen RBIs. LeMaster gets the sign from Torrey now, and here's the pitch to Banks. On a 3-2, it's a base hit right up the middle. Leadoff single for Ernie Banks. First hit for Chicago. And up comes Byron Brown. Brown batting .263, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. The right-handed hitting outfielder stands in now. LeMaster staring in and from the stretch. Delivers 6-5, grounder to short X. This could be 2. That's Woodward, a 3E34. Here's the play. On a 6, he's got it, but his only play is to first. Little slow roller, had to charge it. And Banks will take second on the play. That'll bring up Hundley, the right-handed hitting catcher. Hundley hitting .258, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. LeMaster checks the runner. Here's the pitch to Hundley now on a 5-4 right-handed. We're throwing a lot of 5-4s here. Catcher's card X. This one's Torrey. Torrey a 2E7. And here's the play. On a 9, that's the error range. It's an 8 on an E7. And he makes the play, throws it to first. A little ground ball in front of the plate. Only play is to first. And Banks takes third. So that'll go 2-3X. Runner advances. And with 2 outs, it'll be up to Don Kessinger. Kessinger, the switch-hitting shortstop, will hit righty against LeMaster, of course. He's hitting .257 so far. No home runs. 5 runs batted in. LeMaster staring in now. Checks the runner. The pitch to Kessinger. 4-9 right-handed. That is a single. That'll score a run. 4-9 homer to 15. Kessinger a weak. Rolls the 14 and gets the RBI single. And it's 2-1. Banks crosses the plate. And the batter will be Holtzman. Holtzman, a right-handed hitter, 1W. Here's LeMaster's pitch now. 3-8, swung on and missed, strike 3. That'll do it for the Cubs. They get a run on 2 hits and leave a man. We got a 2-1 ball game here as we go to the bottom of the second. Holtzman getting loose. Give me just a moment. I want to check and see where Mookie is. I haven't heard him in a while. Oh, no, you can't do that. That's right, buddy. You gotta wear that. You're gonna dazzle your stitches. Hey, come on. No. Hey. Okay, I gotta take a short break here. He's pulled out of his cone again. Come here, Mookie. Come here. Open. Open. No, come on. I need you to eat this. All right. We are back. Okay. Franklin, that is a classic. Braves to bat in the bottom of the second. We'll have Alomar, Lemaster, and Alou. Alomar in part-time play this season. Let me find him here. He's 4 for 22. That's a 182 average. Does not have an RBI. Switch hitter hitting right-handed. Holtzman with the pitch. That's a 5-6 righty. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And down goes Alomar. One down, and here is the pitcher, Lemaster, also a right-handed hitter. 1W. Holtzman's pitch, a 2-7, struck him out. So Holtzman scuffled a bit in the first inning. Seems to have found his release point here in the second. He fans the first two, and here's Alou. Alou doubled and scored his first time up. The pitch from Holtzman is a 5-8 right-handed. It's a grounder to second base X. That's going to be Beckert, 2E26. Beckert ranges behind the bag, and here's the play. On a 4, Beckert, a diving stop behind the bag to his feet, throws him out. Oh my goodness, what a play by Beckert to rob Alou of a hit. 4-3X web jam on that one. 1-2-3 go the Braves. After 2 complete, it's Atlanta 2, Chicago 1. Top of the order for the Cubs in the third, it'll be Phillips, Beckert, and Williams. Phillips walked his first time up. Lemaster gets the sign from Torrey now. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-7 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Third strikeout for Denny Lemaster. Boy, that was a good infield, Frank. And Kessinger, no slouch at short. 2E40 this year, but he would get better. Beckert struck out his first time up. Lemaster into the windup. Comes in there with the 6-5 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Woodward again. 3E34, here's the play. On a 14, he's got it and throws him out 2 away. 6-3X, Beckert retired. And here's Billy Williams once again. Williams popped to first in the first. Left on left. The master comes in there with a 5-7. High fly ball to left. Carty moves under it, waits for it to come down, and puts it away for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Lemaster. So far, a fine pitching duel between 2 fine left-handers. Here's Holtzman now. Woody Woodward will lead it off for the Braves. Apologize for the distractions. I'm just trying to keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't pull out of his cone again. Holtzman stares in now. Here's the windup on the pitch to Woody. That's a 4-6 right-handed. He pops him up. Kessinger will handle it. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's Aaron now. Aaron popped out to the catcher. Holtzman staring in. Here's the pitch to Hank Aaron. It's a 3-10. Grounder down to third base. Hard hit. Sano backhands. Throws in time. Nice play there by Sano. 2 away. And here's Joe Torre. Torre walked his first time. Holtzman staring in now. The wind-up, the pitch to Joe is a 3-4. That's a high fly ball driven to deep left center. Brown and Phillips converge and watch it go out of the ballpark. Home run, Joe Torre. It's 3-1 Atlanta. Let's take a look at that one. A 3-4 left-handed, no doubt about it. For Torre, his 5th home run of the season. The year is in the way of your question. Oh, you can hear it, Franklin? Wow. Hello there, Gerald. Welcome. A rather unusual broadcast as I keep having to go away from the game to check on Mookie, who was neutered this morning and is now wearing the cone of shame. And he keeps getting out of it. I sure hope he cannot navigate the tower. He's not supposed to play hard. Oh, the 69 versus the 2016 team. I would think very well off the top of my head. Cardi 1 for 1. Holtzman delivers. That's a 2-3 base hit into center. Cardi 2 for 2. And the batter will be Dennis Menke. Menke 0 for 1. Holtzman a check of the runner. Now set, and the pitch from the stretch to Menke. 5-7, triple on a 1 on a 4. That's going to hang up in center for Phillips, who runs it down to retire the side. The Braves get a run on 2 hits, the Torre home run. Leave a man, and they lead it 3-1 at the end of 3. That would be, I'll tell you what, you know what I've always wanted to do, and I have it on my computer game, is they don't make the card set yet, and that's replay the 1919 World Series. Has anybody ever done that? I would think that's something that everyone would think about. LeMaster gets ready to go to work as we go to the 4th. It's going to be Santo, Banks, and Brown for the Cubs. Santo 0 for 1. LeMaster gets the sign. The pitch to Ron Santo, a 3-7, and he walks him. So a leadoff walk to Santo, and that'll bring up Ernie Banks. Santo not a threat to run. Banks singled his first time up, came around to score the Cubs' only run so far. LeMaster from the stretch. That's going to be a 3-4. Grounder back to the pitcher. LeMaster whirls and fires to Woodward for 1-2. Alou not in time. That'll be a 1-6 force. Banks to first, where he's very slow, by the way. Hello, Jimmy, and thank you, Ike. Here's Byron Brown, 0 for 1. Runner at first base. LeMaster out of the stretch. 6'5", right-handed. That's a grounder to short X. Third X chart play for Woodward, I think. He's a 3E34. Here's the result of that play on a 2. He's not going to get that one. That's through for a single. And Banks is going to go all the way into third. Just under the glove of Woodward. And the Cubs have him cornered with 1 out. Hundley will be the hitter now. Hundley, a catcher, as you'd expect, quite a few ground ball A's. The Braves will play at double play depth with runners at the corners and 1 away. LeMaster now from the strip. 4-8 right-handed, single to 18. That's down for a base hit, 1 star only. Banks will score. Brown stops at second. We got a 3-2 ball game. Oh, I think they all do, Frank. My first wife didn't mind it so much. Second one hated it. Oh my God, he's out of the cone again. I hate to do this. I'll be right back. Where is it? How did you get it off? All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go get that other cone after the game. Let's see where we are now. 3-2 ball game. First and second, 1 away, and Kessinger is the batter. Kessinger drove in a run with a base hit in the second. Hitting righty against LeMaster. Here's the pitch on a 6'5", grounder to short X. It's Woodward again. 3E34. Here is the play on a 4, single, 1 star, and the bases are loaded. So 2 X plays to short this inning. Woodward unable to come up with either one of them. And the Cubs have loaded the bases. Holtzman, an A bunter, and a terrible hitting pitcher. The Braves will pull the infield in. Would they squeeze on a B? Heck, why not? Stay out of the double play. I don't use the squeeze much, but they're going to do it. Squeeze on a B. It's a 9. Batter is safe. Lead runner is thrown out. That goes third to home, a force play. So Brown forced at the plate. That's the second out. However, with a 1 hitting pitcher, better than hitting into twin killing there. That'll give Phillips a shot. LeMaster trying to get out of this jam now. LeMaster checks the runners. Now the pitch to Adolfo on a 6-6 fly to center. Backing up is Jones, and he will make the catch to retire the side. So LeMaster gets out of that cheaply enough. The Cubs 1 run on 3 hits, and they leave the sacks full. My friend Eric tried to show his wife his team one time, and she goes, "I'm not interested in that." Here's Holtzman now. Neither of these pitchers particularly sharp today, but it's an interesting and fun game so far. Bottom third of the Atlanta lineup due. Here's Mac Jones to start things off. Left on left as Holtzman delivers. That's going to be a 1-4 fly ball into left field. Brown backs up a few steps and makes the catch for out number 1. And greetings to our own Joel Horlin. By our own, I mean not the pitcher, obviously. Tahoe Joel, right? Here's Alomar. Holtzman with the pitch. That's going to be a 1-2. That's a pop out right side. Beckert calls for it. And quickly there's 2 down. That'll bring up LeMaster. Right-handed hitter, 1W. Here's the pitch. 5-2. That is a single to 4 on a 5. That will be caught in left field by Brown, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ken Holtzman. We've played 4. It's 3-2 Braves. Maybe it was the Bill James fantasy baseball I'm thinking of in the previous story. I think it was. Same difference, basically. Okay, to the 5th we go. It'll be Beckert, Williams, and Santo. LeMaster gets the sign from Torrey. Here's the pitch to Beckert. Beckert, a 4-2 right-handed. He takes it the other way and drops it into right field for a leadoff single. Nice piece of hitting there by Beckert. Star 16, minus 115, he'll be held at 13. And with Billy Williams at the plate, he won't try for it just yet. They're going to let Williams swing away. He's 0 for 2 on the day. LeMaster from the stretch to Billy. It's a 4-8 single to 12. That's down. Knocked down by Alou, but he's got nowhere to go with it. LeMaster a little slow getting over there, but that'll go as a base hit. Beckert stopping at second. And the Cubs put runners on again against LeMaster. First and second, nobody out. And here's Santo. Ernie Banks on deck. Well, I could give you a recommendation, Frank, but I don't want to be that mean. Santo 0 for 1 with a walk. LeMaster 8 as far as endurance goes, so that's not the issue at all. Checks the runners from the stretch. The pitch to Ron Santo on a 1-7. He drops a single into right field, an open single. Beckert can try to score on that. Beckert a 14. Aaron a minus 212. With nobody out, they're going to slam the brakes on. He was rounded third. He was going to go. Third base coach stopped him emphatically. And the Cubs have the bases loaded with nobody out. Rough day for LeMaster. He's given up 6 hits in the last 2 innings, 8 overall. And somebody throwing in the Brave bullpen there. That's the right-hander Pat Jarvis down there. Ernie Banks at the plate. Banks 1 for 2. Infield back. LeMaster comes in with a 6-6. Ground fly ball to center field B. That's going to be deep enough to score the run. Jones make the catch. Beckert to tag and score. And we got a tie ball game on a sac fly to center by Ernie Banks. That's just the first out. And here's Byron Brown now. Brown 1 for 2. LeMaster trying to wiggle out of it again. He did it last inning. He put 4 runners on, but only allowed 1 run. Here's the pitch to Byron Brown now on a 5-9 right-handed. That ball is absolutely drilled to deep left field. Carty turns around, starts back, and just watches it go. Halfway up the seats, it's a 3-run blast for Byron Brown, and the Cubs take the lead. Williams scores. Santos scores. 3 ribbies for Byron Brown. Let's check his numbers now. For Byron, that's his 5th home run of the season. That makes it 6-3 Chicago. And here comes Dragon, and that's going to do it for Denny LeMaster. So LeMaster's card ran out of pixie dust today. He lasts just 4 1/3. 9 hits. All right, hang on now. Somebody's at the door. Okay, we are back. That was maintenance. I'm having an issue with my refrigerator humming. Actually, it's not mine, it's the one above me. All right, LeMaster walked 2, struck out 3. Jarvis coming on now. Pat Jarvis, the right-hander. So far on the season, Jarvis has done a nice job. He's been in 7 games to the tune of a 0.69 ERA. No record. 13 innings of work with just 6 hits allowed. And he'll be brought on here to face Randy Hundley with Kessinger on deck. Still 1 out. It's 6-3 Cubs. Jarvis ready to work now. Pitch to Hundley is a 4-3 right-hander, and he slaps a base hit out to center field. Hundley's 2 for 3. 5th hit of the inning for Chicago. Boy, didn't we just have that hit parade game yesterday? Yes, we did. That was that 10-9 wild one. Holy smoke. Kessinger 2 for 2. Jarvis staring in from the stretch. That's going to be a 2-12. Grounder to the pitcher B. Jarvis whirls and fires to Woodward for 1. To elude, not in time. It's a 1-6 force. 2 away. And the batter will be Holtzman. Holtzman's, although he's given up 3 runs, has fared a little better than LeMaster, only allowed 4 hits. He will bat. The right-handed hitter on a 2-7 strikes out, and that ends the inning. 4 runs for the Cubs. On 5 hits, they leave 1, and they take a 6-3 lead to the bottom of the 5th. Mookie called the cat police. Mike and Gerald for the Cubs. Excellent, Mike. The governor, it's a stay of execution for LeMaster. I like that. That's pretty damn funny. Okay, Holtzman with a 3-run lead now. Let's see what he can do with it. Top of the order for the Braves. It's Alou, Woodward, and Aaron. Holtzman gets the sign from Hundley. The pitch to Felipe Alou is a 3-7 left-handed grounder into the hole at short. Kessinger backhands, throws him out, 1 down. That'll bring up Woody Woodward. He's 1 for 2. Scored a run, drove in 1. That was back in the first. Holtzman with the windup and the pitch to Woodward, a 6-7 right-handed. Single to 9. That's down for a base hit. Woodward's 2 for 3. And up steps Henry Aaron. And Franklin for the Braves, I'm assuming. Aaron 0 for 2. Holtzman a check of the runner now from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Aaron on a 3-12. It's a fly to center. That's playable for Phillips. He'll take it. And there's 2 down. Here's Torrey now. Torrey has a home run in this game. Walked in the first. Solo shot in the third. Holtzman from the stretch. That's going to be a 5-7 right-handed triple to 1. Opposite of that is 20. Basically, it's a fly to center. Phillips has it, and the side is retired. Couldn't get any further from a 1 than a 20. No runs, a hit, 1 left on. We're through 5. It is 6-3 Cubs. If I sound a little surprised, I kind of am, frankly. Top of the order for Chicago. If Jarvis will come back out, we can close the book on LeMaster. All 6 runs charged to him. It won't show in the earned run column, but he didn't get much help from his shortstop. Mookie's still working to get the cone off for about the... Holy cow, what was that? Gotta keep it on. Okay, you got it. All right, he knocked the vacuum cleaner over. Been trying to get the cone off. He's gotten it off about 4 times at least already. It's on now. Phillips will lead it off here as we go to the 6th. Adolfo is 0 for 2 with a walk. It's one of those light cordless things. Pretty easy to tip. It was just leaning against the wall. Jarvis the windup and the pitch. That's a 3-3 right-handed. Base hit into center for Phillips. So Phillips aboard. We know about his speed. Let's check the battery with Jarvis now. Jarvis is 0. Torrey is 0. Phillips will be held at 15. He's going to try for the lead at 15. 3 through 7. Tanny does not get it. Beckert will hit away. Beckert 1 for 3. Here's the pitch from Jarvis on a 3-5 right-handed. A liner right into the glove of Woodward. Little soft liner right to short. There's 1 out. Well, glad I could help you out, Ben. There was some Martha Stewart tips, right? Here's Williams. 1 for 3. Jarvis setting from the stretch. That's going to be a 1-7 to Billy. Ground ball to second base, but the runner was held. That's a 2-star single. Phillips all the way to third. And everything is rolling Cubs today. Runners at the corners, 1 away, and Ron Sano at the plate. Sano 1 for 2 with a walk. I'm looking at ground ball A's again now. 6-3, they're going to pull the infield in. Jarvis to Santo, 3-8 right-handed, swung on and missed strike 3. Oh my God, that was huge. Surrounded by nothing but walks, he finds the strikeout. There's 2 outs. And the batter will be Banks. Banks 1 for 2. Scored twice, drove in a run with a sac fly in the 5th. Jarvis staring in now from the stretch. The pitch to Ernie is a 2-3. Single into left field. It's an RBI single for Ernie Banks. Phillips will score. Williams can go to third on that. It's to left, however. So he'd be 14. Cardi a 0. 14. Nah, why make the third out at third? He'll stop at second. And we'll let Byron Brown take a crack at it. He's 2 for 3 with a home run. His 3-run blast, in fact, gave the Cubs the lead in the 5th. Jarvis staring in now. The pitch to Brown is a 6-7 right-handed single to 15. Ground ball wide of third, knocked down by Menke, and he has no play. That'll go as an infield single, and the bases are loaded. Hundley will be the hitter now. So Jarvis hasn't fared much better than LeMaster against the Cubs today. Bases loaded, 2 down. Randy Hundley 2 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. 4-4. That's catcher's card X. That's going to be Torrey at 2E7. That's going to be a 1. It is a foul out to the catcher, and that will do it. No pass ball, no advancement. F2X, that retires the side. So Jarvis gets out of that pretty cheaply. Only 1 run scores on 4 hits. Wow, 1 run on 4 hits. There should be an award for that. I don't know what kind of award, but award of futility, maybe? Anyway, they get an insurance run. It's 7-3 Chicago. Henny Youngman. Yeah, that's an old one for sure. And Frank says the Mets do that every night. I gave him some, whatever they gave him, calming medicine. But you guys know Mookie. When he gets going, man, he's an active kitten. He's either sleeping at the top of the tree or he's zooming all over the place. I was hoping he would sleep, but I'm afraid I'm getting the zoom. Okay, bottom of the 6th, here's Cardies, 2 for 2 on the day. Holtzman staring in now, the windup. The pitcher, Rico Cardi, is a 2-9, right in the heart of his good column. He lofts one to the left field. Brown waits for it and makes the grab for the out. Fly out to left. That'll bring up Menke. Notice Menke 0 for 2 in this one. Holtzman comes in there with a 4-7 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Holtzman, who seems to have settled down now, making it look very bleak for Atlanta here. Here's Mac Jones 0 for 2, left on left. The pitch from Holtzman is a 5-10. That's a grounder to third base X. That's the Gold Glover Santo. 1E27. Here's the play. On a 15, fine play by Sano, and that retires the side. 5-3X, 1-2-3 inning for Holtzman. We've played 6. It's Cubs 7, Braves 3. Yes, sir, Franklin. The Cohen's going to start his own newspaper column, and then when he's done with that, I think he'll probably go into broadcasting. If you ask me, he should have just stuck to pitching. Kessinger, Holtzman, and Phillips do as we go to the 7th. Kessinger 2 for 3 in this one. He'll bat lefty against Pat Jarvis. Jarvis winds and deals. It's a 2-6. Ground ball up the middle. Woodward is there. Throws across in time. Here's Holtzman now, 0 for 3. Right-handed hitter. Jarvis comes in 6-7. And Holtzman has a base hit. Single to 15. The roll is a 9, and Holtzman has a single. Boy, when it rains, it pours. Jarvis due to bat second in the inning. They'd like him to get through this inning, in other words. Here's Phillips, 1 for 3. Jarvis comes in with a 2-4 and hits him. Phillips hit by the pitch. Holtzman to second. For Adolfo Phillips, that is his 3rd hit by pitch of the season. And now it's Torrey paying a visit to the mound. Apparently that pitch just got away from Jarvis. Phillips likes to stand close to the plate. Any way you want to slice it, the Cubs have first and second, one out. Glenn Beckert will be the batter with Billy Williams looming on deck. For the Braves, and both of their lefties are extremely backwards, so I don't know if this makes any sense at all. But Dick Kelly's throwing down there anyway. Jarvis with the pitch to Glenn Beckert. That's going to be a 6-6 fly ball to left field. Carty is there, and that's out number 2. And here's Billy now. Billy's 2 for 4 today. Jarvis staring in. The pitch to Billy Williams. That's going to be a 4-4 left-handed. Catcher's card X. How many catcher's card X have we had? Holy crap. Torrey, a 2E7. Here's the play. On a 15, it's a pass ball and a foul out. That will end the inning. No runs to hit, 2 left on as we stretch for the 7th. It's Cubs 7, Braves 3. And we'll take a brief stretch here. And that'll be it for Jarvis. We'll see. Let's check on Mookie. He's by the window. There he is. Just looking outside. Poor little guy with that damn cone on. I do feel for him. Like I say, I'm going to try to get him a better cone. My mom texted me. She says she has one that's inflatable that she had for her little dog. A tiny little Yorkie. Probably would fit him. Anyway, I'm going to go over after the game and check that out. If I can get him a more comfortable cone, boy, I'd sure like to do that. Here's Holtzman now, bottom of the 7th. It'll be Alomar, a pinch hitter, and a Lou. Holtzman into the windup. The pitch to Alomar, 6'8". He walks him. Not what you want to do if you're Holtzman. Walks the leadoff man. And now we're going to have a batter for Jarvis. So Jarvis goes 2 2/3. 6 hits. Somehow only 1 run. Quite a tight wire act there by Jarvis. No walks, 1 strikeout. Let's see who's going to be the long man today. Phil Niekro begins throwing. You know, they told me 2 weeks he has to wear the damn thing. That seems excessive to me. I may do some research on that on my own, but for now I'll follow doctor's orders. Let's find a batter now against Holtzman. Mike De La Hoz is coming off the bench. He's a right-handed batter. Let's see what he's done in our replay. He is just 2 for 8, all as a pinch hitter. Okay, we're ready to go now. Runner at first, nobody out. It does sound crazy long, doesn't it? Holtzman from the stretch. 1-6 grounder to short, that's going to be 2. It's Kessinger to Beckert to Banks, double play. De La Hoz does about the worst thing you could do in that situation, a ground ball right to the shortstop. Easy double play for the Cubs, and here's a Lou. I think they did, Frank. Alou 1 for 3. Holtzman delivers. That's a 2-6 left-handed. 2 hopper to third. Santo 2 Banks. And that'll do it. Braves go quietly in the 7th. We've played 7. It's 7-3 Chicago. Here's Phil Niekro now coming on to pitch for Atlanta. Niekro's been in 6 games. He's 0-1 with a save, a 3.09 ERA in 12 innings of work. He'll be facing Santo, Banks, and Brown, all right-handers. Here's Santo, 1 for 3 with a walk. Niekro gets the sign. That's a 2-6 right-hander. That ball is drilled to deep left field. Cardi at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Santo. It is 8-3 Chicago. Let's take another look. 2-6 to 15. The roll is a 2. For Santo, that's his 6th home run of the season. That makes the score 8-3. Here's Banks now. Banks 2 for 3 today. Niekro, here comes the knuckleball. It's a 2-10. Double to 4 on a 5. He just misses it and settles for the long single. Back-to-back hits to start the 8th here off of the knuckler Niekro. Here's Byron Brown now. Brown's 3 for 4 today. Has a 3-run homer. Niekro flutters one in there on a 5-7. That's a single to center field, an open single. Banks will stop at second, however, very slow. So Niekro, his knuckler is not knuckling today. He's not fooling anybody. And the batter will be Hundley. Pitch to Hundley's a 3-9, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's the first out. Here's Kessinger. Kessinger 2 for 4. Knuckleballer from Niekro, 3-11, line drive right at Woodward. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And the batter will be Holtzman. Holtzman's going for the complete game now with a 5-run lead. Right-handed batter. It's a 5-7. Niekro slams a single into center field. Banks can try to score on that. 9 with 2 outs, 11. Jones a 0 with 2 outs. Why not? The play at the plate. He is out. Banks waved around. He didn't even look like he had his heart in it. And the Cubs settle for the 1 run on the Santo homer. It's officially a laugher. Woodward, Aaron, and Torrey due for the Braves. Hang on a second, I gotta top off my coffee. All right, we are back. Sorry about all the delays today, fellas. I was afraid it would be this way. I mentioned it at the start of the broadcast. With the Mookie coning, I didn't expect maintenance to show up and other things, but we're almost home here. Not that bad, actually. Just about an hour and 10 minutes. I think you're right, Ben. Here's Woodward. He's 2 for 3 today. Holtzman 6. Comes in with a 4-4 righty and walks him. So just like last inning, Holtzman, staked to a big lead, walks the first man. And the batter will be Henry Aaron. Aaron 0 for 3 in this one. Holtzman from the stretch. The pitch to Hank Aaron is a 3-6 swung on and missed, strike 3. And Holtzman would appear to have Aaron's number today. Here's Torrey now, 1 for 2 with a home run. Holtzman from the stretch. That's going to be a 2-8 left-handed. Pops him up left side. Kessinger. He's got it. 2 down. Oh, I can picture him singing that. Robert Zimmerman, of course. 2 for 3 is Cardi, and here's the pitch from Holtzman. That's a 3-3. Grounder down to first. Ernie will take it himself. And that's it for the Braves in the 8th. No runs, no hits, they leave 1. Here's Necro. We go to the 9th. 8-3 Chicago. They'll send up the top of the order Phillips, Beckert, and Williams. Phillips 1 for 3. Also walked and was hit by a pitch. Necro into the windup. Here comes the knuckler on a 1-10. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Second K of the game for Phillips. And God, does he have a lot of strikeouts on that card. 1 down, and here's Beckert. Beckert's 1 for 5 today. Here comes the knuckler on a 5-11. He lines a single into left field. Second hit of the day for Glenn Beckert. They'll bring up Billy Williams. Necro checks the runner. Comes to the plate 2-9. Right-handed, grounded to the pitcher B. Necro to Woodward for 1, and that's all they'll get. Beckert came in hard. He didn't even try to throw to first. It's a 1-6 force for the second out. And the batter will be Santo, who homered his last time up. He's really working to get that cone off. Again. Necro is the pitch. 3-9, he walks him. Pitching carefully to Sano. Or perhaps he just can't get the knuckleball over the plate today. In any case, Sano walks. And that'll bring up Ernie Banks. Ernie has 3 hits today. 3 for 4 with a sac fly. Necro flutters one in there for a 2-6 fly to left field, playable for Cardi, and that will do it. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. With the Cubs having the game well in hand by the score of 8-3. Holtzman going for the complete game. Rated 7 for endurance. He's shown no signs so far of fatiguing. Sure, Mike. Let me get this half inning in. We'll take a look at Mookie. Oh, heck, let's do it now. He's making some noise. See what he's doing over here. Where are you, buddy, and what are you up to? There he is. He moved this, okay, this here, I'll show you where it was. It was about there, so he's trying to use that for leverage to get the cone off. Like I say, I'm going to try to get him a better, more comfortable cone. Okay, Holtzman ready to go here in the bottom of the 9th. Menke Jones, probably a pinch hitter for Alomar. Menke 0 for 3. Holtzman into the windup. That's a 5-7 right-handed triple on a 1. That's going to hang up in center for Phillips, who makes the catch. That's one away. Here's Jones now, left on left. Holtzman comes in there with a 2-10. Ground ball into the hole. It's short. Kessinger to Banks. And now we're going to send up a pinch hitter for Alomar. This is a terrible card, by the way. Frank would agree with that, I'm sure. I sent Frank a copy of the Alomar card the other day. What the heck, we'll let Frank Bowling hit. Right-handed hitter. Braves down to their last out. Holtzman looking for the complete game as he comes back and comes into Bowling. 5-3, a grounder to the pitcher X. Holtzman a 2E26. Here's the play. On a 7, it's the error range. It's a 10 on a 26, and he makes the play, and the game is over. E26, so that is 1-3X, and that'll do it. Holtzman, who started off rough, pitches a dandy. Final score, 8-3 Cubs, and I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. Cubbies remain hot. And what is wrong with the Braves? The Cubs now 14-16. Remember, they started off 1-10. They're 13-6 in their last 19 games. They're playing as well as anybody in that time span. I forgot to mark where Negro came in. Anyway, he worked 2 innings, gave up 5 hits and a run, walked 1, struck out a pair. Holtzman, in going the distance, he picks up the win and improves to 4-1 on the season. Lemasters just didn't have it today. His record evens at 3-3. Holtzman did not allow a hit since the 5th. A 6-hitter. 3 runs, 3 earned. He walked just 1. Struck out 3-4. Fine job for Holtzman. The totals on the game: the Cubs 8 runs, 20 hits. That's right, 20. Hell, that beats the 19 the Phillies had yesterday. Who thought that was going to happen? Nobody. Braves 3 runs, just 6 hits. There were no errors in the game. There were some missed X plays, however, and they were big. Kenyon likes Brown for player of the game, and I can see why. His homer broke it open, and he was 4 for 5. That's good enough for me. Byron Brown, player of the game. Your Chief Spokane Gary, player of the game, by the way. For those of you new to the chat, Chief Spokane Gary was the man who founded the city of Spokane, thusly named after him. Look him up. He's quite a stoic-looking individual. We will have a game tomorrow. We will not have a game Sunday. I'm going to the barbecue Sunday. I'm going to take Mookie, cone and all. I don't want him out of my sight. It did, Frank. Yeah, it did seem like a quiet 20 hits. The next up on the schedule is a doubleheader. The Detroit Tigers at the Baltimore Orioles. That should be fun. Joe Sparma starts the opener for the Tigers. Wally Bunker gets the start for Baltimore. Tomorrow, 1:30 Pacific, we'll play the first game. Well, that's it for me. I'm going to go find Mookie a better cone. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today, and wish you all a very pleasant good evening. Spokane Steve saying bye for now. Could be a long night for me.